it is interesting how we are in a time where allegations are not made by the justice system. They are made, I mean, in whatever inquiry that has to be done is done by the justice system. But then the tribunal is in the media. Who really fucks you up is the media, right? So now look at that. Rape. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, no. Okay, that's me. Wait. Let me close this just a bit for the TikTok people to see everything. Almost there. There you go. All right. So, rape inquiry linked by Swedish media to Mbappe is closed. So, apparently there was an inquiry, right? If you remember. And nobody ever said in the police that it has anything to do with Mbappe. They just said that was in the hotel where he was by one girl. And we don't even know if that's the girl that he fucked. We just know that somebody woke up and said the media start going ahead and putting his name where it was not just him in that party. It was a bunch of players and a bunch of chicks, and everybody chose, to meet somebody. It's not a thing where people are paid. They just meet some high net worth people. And who knows, sometimes it ends up in a night, or sometimes it ends up with a wedding. Who knows? Babies. But the media made it a Mbappe thing because he's one of the biggest players in the world and he's rich as fuck. And he was having issues with PSG that owe him 50 million. So conveniently, all of a sudden, the whole thing became about him. And of course, everybody was like, oh, did he do it like this? I'm not saying that when people are rich, they cannot be crazy. Because there's a lot of people that are crazy and become rich. But prosecutor in Sweden have closed an inquiry into the case of alleged rape which Swedish media had linked to French football captain Kylian Mbappe. Marina Shirakova of the Swedish prosecution authorities said the investigation into an alleged attack reported to have taken place in Stockholm had ended due to lack of evidence. The Real Madrid player, one of football's most high-profile stars, was never formally named by Swedish prosecutor or notified by them of being under suspicion of a crime. In October, when the allegation surfaced, Mbappe lawyer said her client was preparing to clear his name with a claim for defamation. He said it was fake news. Senior prosecutor Ms. Shirakova, who led the preliminary investigation, deemed evidence not sufficient to proceed further, and the investigation is therefore closed. The footballer's lawyer declined to comment, according to the Figaro newspaper. The alleged rape and 2 cases of sexual harassment reportedly took place in a hotel in the Swedish capital on October 10. Several Swedish media outlets, including newspaper Aftonbladet and Expressen and public broadcaster SVT, named Mbappe as a suspect. He had been visiting Stockholm at the time. Police were seen visiting the Bank Hotel where he stayed, with officers later leaving with bags. bags. One report said they had taken clothing from the hotel in evidence. On Sunday, speaking for the first time about the case on French TV show Click, Mbappe said he was not involved. I haven't received anything, no summons. I'm not involved. His lawyer previously condemned the Swedish media reports as defamatory and said nothing was known of the complaint. Mbappe is never alone. He is never put in a position where he ends up in a situation that would lead him taking a risk, Marie-Alix Cano-Bernard said. The Real Madrid forward this week scored his 50th Champions League goal. He transferred from Paris Saint-Germain earlier this year. He won the World Cup as a teenager in 2018 in Russia and scored a hat-trick in 2022 final in Qatar, which France lost on penalties to Lionel Messi's Argentina. At PSG, he was part of a superstar trio with Messi and Neymar. Last year, Paris-born star finished in the third place at the Ballon d'Or Best Man FIFA Player Prize. Bladi o Blada. Like we say in France, tout ça pour ça. All right, never alone is good news. It sounded strange. Yeah, listen. These people have agents and stuff. Listen, you know, in 2015, I traveled with Miss France 2015, Camille Serre, and Miss Azuma Issa, which was Miss Réunion, plus other misses, to go to the Miss Mayotte. Actually, prayers for Mayotte that are suffering right now. So we went to Mayotte, we went to Mamoudzou for Miss Mayotte, the Miss Mayotte pageant, that the Miss that was there would participate in Miss France. And listen, the Miss are not football players. But trust me, there was the whole 4 or 5 days that we were together, there was not one day that these girls were not with people from the Miss France committee supervising everything, making sure that they are safe, protected, with people, and they are not doing anything stupid either. Hanging out with people or listen, just going out with a famous singer. All this was just impossible because they had people around them at all time. And listen, they were very cool girls. Listen, we had a great time. But there was always the Miss France committee, the hairdressers, the security. They were at all time secured because it's a brand. Miss France is a brand. There's things that you cannot do. You cannot get drunk. You cannot all these things. Listen, even after the after party, people were making sure that the girls represented the right way. So at that level, don't believe that people would be there and not being with the supervision of their managers, their teammates, etc., etc. It's just that sometimes, you fall in the tricks of some of these people who pretend that they are, how you call this? They pretend they are victims. Look, that was this time. So this is me and Miss France. See? On my right, this is Miss Réunion Azouima, and then on the left is Miss France 2015. And the other one she was part of the committee, but I think she was a Miss 2 or something, or ex-model or something. Listen, we had a great time. That was cool. We went to Mayotte and we, let me see who won that day. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember who won. I don't remember who won the. I'll probably have a video somewhere, but well, that was me performing. Boom. Yeah, so imagine how the misses are protected. Now, imagine if it's football players. It makes no sense.